What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. So we have something to try today. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's a very cheap option to try, and if it does work, I think it's well worth it. So we have this Hydra Trans Tune from Seafoam. I've seen a lot of people say this will help with harsh shifting, which my car doesn't have, but we have that problem in first gear where it doesn't want to fully engage. Apparently this is supposed to go through, clean the varnish and stuff off the valve bodies. So if our first gear valve body, if I'm even explaining this correct on how the automatic transmission works, if our first gear valve body is all gunked up with varnish and stuff and it's not pushing the proper pressure for the first gear to engage and I put it in drive, this potentially could clean it and we can get some good results. Again, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but this is a $13 option versus, you know, pulling the transmission, rebuilding it, or replacing it. Again, I have no issue just driving the car in the manual mode, but I would like to just be able to put it in drive and just go. And again, for 13 bucks, might as well at least try it out and see what happens. Also, the rear brakes for the Passat showed up today as well, so we're gonna try this out and then also toss on the new rear brakes, go drive the car around for about 30 miles and see what we get. Again, I do know this might not do anything in our case, but for the 13 bucks I paid for this, I mean, might as well try it out. All right, my friends, we have fresh brake rotors, which hopefully this time we have the correct ones. We'll see. Okay, so these boxes look much smaller than the, oh no they don't. More than the same height. Did that fit in there? Oh no, I'm scared. No, I made sure. I ordered the shorter ones. I know I did. Hold on. Before I freak out here. I'm positive I ordered the right ones. I'm positive. I am positive. There ain't no way I messed up twice. Ain't no way. Whew, thank God. Okay, so that one versus that one. We're good. Whew, got scared. So just to show again, you can see the obvious height difference there. This one is much too tall for my car. This is the correct one. Even though this one said for 4Motion Passat, that one's too tall. I'm pretty sure that's for the front wheel drive model or maybe an earlier one. I don't know, but that's what I need. I don't know, man. I just assumed the taller rotors here would have a bigger box, but when I saw they were the same size, I had a mini heart attack, but we're good. So I just looked over and I love when this happens. Check it out. Perfectly lined up and perfectly lined up. It looks so cool. They just sit flat like that. I wonder though, the other side, there's no shot, right? No shot. Nope. Nope. And nope. That would have been insane if all four were perfect. I'd have bought a lottery ticket today. So out with the old and in with the new, and this time around you can see they're the same height. So thankfully, no more issues. Here we go. Now we're looking much better. Well, aside from the hideous calipers still, which I can't decide a color. I think yellow would be dope, but I don't know if that'd be too bright and too much for like the stock look of the car. I think light blue could be sick as well, like light blue calipers with a dark blue car. That could be a cool combo. Metallic dark gray would be sick. Even like a very, very light gold, like a BBS gold would be awesome with this blue. I don't know, I can't decide, but I gotta pick something soon because I'm tired of seeing that. All right, so at this point, the brakes on the Passat are 100% done. Everything's on and works perfectly, which is very, very nice. I also tossed the missing mud flaps back onto the back of the car. I don't know how they got yanked off the car, but they're sitting in the trunk, so now this is back on, and the front matches the rear. Next, we're gonna get under the car, toss in our trans tune, and see what happens. Honestly, I'm really not sure what my expectation is for this. I mean, I hope it does something, but to be honest, I don't have super high hope for this to work, but could get lucky. And again, it's 13 bucks, so you know what? Might as well try it out. All right, so just like last time, using the same tool to pump the fluid into the transmission, because Volkswagen, I can't just dump from the top into like a fill tube. I have to go from the bottom. So using this tool again, I had to modify it a little bit. They give you these little tubes here to reach down to the bottom of the can, but obviously this piece is too big to fit inside of this one. Actually, I guess I could just cut this out, but I've already done this. So I cut a little bit of this tube off, and it's connected both of this one and this one are separate, so you can see right there. Just connected them so it's longer, that way this will go all the way to the bottom and get all the liquid out of our can here. So, ended up making a huge mess on the floor because the way you put fluid in the transmission for these cars is just dumb. We could have had a normal like fill tube from the top side where you just use gravity and pour it down and you're good. But someone decided, let's go from the bottom side and pump it up and in, which is just dumb and unnecessary. So this happened, and honestly, half of my Seafoam is probably there on the ground because it overflowed way too soon. Here's the thing. Okay, so maybe I'm just dumb and I'm not understanding how the transmission works, but obviously we already did the transmission flush in this car, put all new fluid. So currently the level of the transmission was full, right? I have 16 ounces to put in. I drain out half a quart, which is roughly 16 ounces. So 16 ounces out, 16 ounces in should level back out at, you know, just about full. I drain out half a quart. I get maybe one pump from the Seafoam stuff into the transmission. It starts dumping back out right away. I'm like, that makes no sense. I plug it back up. I drain out another half a quart. So now we're at 32 ounces out of the transmission. I'm only putting 16 ounces in. So I try again. A couple more pumps. It starts pouring back out almost immediately like it's full again. And I'm not understanding where the disconnect here is. Maybe I'm missing something. But if I take 32 ounces out and we have to put 16 ounces back in, like there should be a gap of a spare like 16 ounces that I didn't put back in, that's already been out. But somehow this thing kept just overflowing and just dumping, which is all of that on the floor there. And I just didn't want to drain the entire transmission, which you can do if you're doing a whole thing. Like I could have done this when I went ahead and did the entire flush, but you can also just add it to an already done transmission, which this was. Now, if I had a normal fill tube from the top side, I could just pour it down and be good to go. But with this one, I want to drain some out and add the new fluid back in. But again, I don't know if I'm just dumb, what I'm missing. 32 ounces out with only 16 ounces back in should not equal full. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know, I'm confused. But 32 out, 16 back in should only be halfway to back to full, right? Like I'm not crazy here, am I? But for some reason, it just kept overflowing and overflowing, which happened over there, and it's just, this car just irritates me. Like I said, I have little hope for the Seafoam already, and now I probably got maybe, I don't know, 8-10 of the ounces in there, which the other half of it's over there on the ground. So maybe that little bit will clean the valve body or do absolutely nothing and I made a mess for no reason. But hey, you know what? I wanted to try it, and here we are. So aside from how completely annoying that portion was, you can see now mud flaps are back on this side. And on this side, I'm not sure how they both got ripped off, because like inside was like just like a chunk missing. I'm not sure what they did, but both sides were yanked off. And now both sides are back on. I had to go through and try and like bump this out a little bit because that's all dented up. I had to pull the door card off and try and pop this dent right here back out, which I think with the door card out of the way, getting behind here and just popping it forward should be fine. And then this as well. You can see it's all pretty loose. I have a fender roller. I think if I get a fender roller and heat this up and put the fender roller up here, we can bump that out and get it pretty smooth. I don't need perfect, but like, you know, less dent than it currently has. So we're gonna work on that portion, the door, and then this section back here. All right, so we are gonna go drive for 30 miles is what the can says, I believe. Get the fluid or whatever's left of the fluid, push through as much of the transmission as possible. Will our first gear and drive work? I'm gonna say right now, probably not. But you know what? I'm already this committed. I've already been this annoyed with doing this. We're gonna see it all the way through. So we're currently at 141,976. So at 142, oh, there's a cat, hello. Sorry about that. Where'd you come from? Hello? 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 I have no idea where that cat just came from. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, we're currently at 141,976. So 30 miles from now, we'll just see what happens. Also, the camera's not focused, which is super annoying. I should just scrap this whole video. This has been, well, we saw a cat, so that's cool, I guess. So you're still on focus. I don't even know what, you know what? I should just scrap the whole video. I should scrap the whole video. Okay, so haven't even left the house yet. I'm not sure what I just did. You can see right now it's showing like all the gears lit up at once. I still have like, right now I'm in reverse. Obviously I'm moving backwards. I put it into drive and I kind of give it a couple of little revs to see what it would do. Normally you can feel it go a little bit, but in this case, it's catching. Like it's still kind of slow, but I'm moving in drive. Now hear me out. There's no shot that little bit of Seafoam I put in worked this fast. Like there's no shot. I'm not sure why all of my gears are a little bit at once. Put it back in park. Like the gears are still working, but it's not showing on here. Like if you look up here, watch. If you look, you can see I'm gonna go from park to reverse to neutral. I mean, they're all just lit at once. I don't have any error codes though for that, but I mean, I can now put it into drive and it goes. Like again, I can put it right there. You can hear it. Like, listen, hold on, see me listen. Hopefully you can hear that. It's actually like full on catching and drive now. What? So normally I had to put it over here for it to catch for first gear. And then after first gear, I can go back to drive and do second, third, fourth, fifth over here, no problem, but first gear didn't work. But now that they're all lit up, and again, I'm not sure why, but now first gear grabs like right away. There's no shot. There's no way that partial can of Seafoam made this work. There's no shot. Like, there's no possible way, right? But I don't know why they're all lit up like that. Actually, let's listen to this. Hold on. Keep it right there as you can see it. Let me turn the car off. Put it in park. So, off. Okay, so now it's back to how it was before. They're not all lit up. Let me just start it back up. Okay, so now let's go to drive. Okay, so now I don't feel like catch super hard anymore. Let's see if I can go forward. Okay, so now it's just revving again. So last time when I was here, I kind of revved it up a little bit. Kind of like that. And it kind of like caught, and then they all went like lit up, which I'm not sure what happened. Let's try. I have the e-brake pulled right now, so I don't keep rolling down the driveway, but let's see. Honestly, I don't know what I did, but it had worked for a second and I've lost it. Can I do it again? Oh, did I get it? No, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, but you guys saw in drive it was working when they were all lit up. I don't know what I just did, but something just happened. All right, so I got it to do it again. What you have to do, also my engine light's on now, so I might have just broke the whole thing. What I did, while it's in drive and not catching, I kind of revved it up a little bit, and you can hear it like slipping, and then it just like clunks and catches, but now drive works like it's supposed to. Like right now, like no problem. So I don't know if like it's hurt worse or if somehow this is like the kind of loophole and it works better like this. I don't know. Here, let's try and drive it real fast. Let's see if it goes from first gear to second gear, because I'm confused. Let's see. So I'm in drive, I'm pulling out, first gear, top second gear. So I'm holding first gear. Will it shift on its own? Shift? No, shift. I'm at, oh, there it goes, second gear. So it shifted at like 2,300 RPM. And it's just fine. Like, you gotta rev it up until it clunks in first gear. My engine light's back on, but drive's working. I'm confused. These automatic transmissions make no sense to me, because I don't know what in the world inside there would cause it to work in this kind of way. Like the fact that it works in the manual mode but not the automatic mode, like just drive for first gear is weird on itself, and now drive's working but everything's just lit up, and I don't know. I don't understand any of this. I probably just scrap this entire video. This is probably a horrible video. I'm sorry. This is this is no progress towards the Seafoam stuff. I mean, the rear brakes I done, which that's cool, but like, I feel like I don't know. This video is just kind of all over the place in terms of, I don't know. The car is driving and I don't know what I did. Well, I know what I did, but I don't know what it actually did in terms of inside the transmission, in terms of it working. Well, keep on, I'm gonna keep driving and see what happens. I'll update you if it blows up, or I guess we'll see. So I'm not sure exactly what gear I'm in, but we'll go up to 70 miles an hour. It has the speed limit here now. Let's see if it shifts or not. Shift? No shift? I don't know what gear a bit, honestly. I'm gonna bump it over into the plus minus. Let's see what gear we're in. Oh, didn't show anything. So I swapped it over, you can see. We're in this mode now, but it's still showing this. Can I... Maybe I'm in 5th gear already? I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. Right, so I stopped for a second. I'm gonna turn the car off and then back on again. So now we're back into how it should be. I'm gonna drive it back over here like this again, so I can actually see what gear I'm in this way. And I'll do my 30 miles like this, and then after that maybe it'll wanna, I don't know what it's doing right now, but I can't tell what gear I'm in. So that's second. I'll let you watch it up here. So second's fine. Third. Fourth. And 5th. So before, when I was driving, I don't know what gear the car was in, but I was at like 65 miles an hour and like 3,300 RPM. So I might have been in 3rd gear still. I don't know what gear it's in when I just like rev it until it just catches. I don't know. If you're a Passat owner and you've seen all your lights up at one time, what does that mean? I can of course just Google it, but if you also have some issue like this, let me know. I think at this point, the car works in manual mode. I'm just gonna let it be. I'm just gonna let it be. And again, this video, I'm sorry, it's probably a horrible video. This is your first time on the channel and this is the first video you watch. I apologize. This is probably an awful video, but I don't know. I thought it'd be, maybe the trans tune thing would work. People say they have good luck with it and it helps like rough shifting and cleaning valve bodies and stuff. But on this car, I'd have to go through and drain the entire transmission, which I don't want to do another whole flush because it's not a fun process. But the car works fine in manual mode. So I'm gonna do my 30 miles this way and then I'll update you. Might go to Wendy's, I'm kinda hungry. Chicken nuggets sound delicious right now. All right, so I thought about it a bunch, and I think it's happening when I have the car in drive and I'm just revving it up really high. I think the car is like dumping into 2nd gear, which is why it's kind of freaking out in the dash. And I think the car is going from 2nd gear, which I'm thinking is 1st gear, which is actually 2nd gear, going to 3rd gear, and then not going to 4th or 5th, which makes the most sense. I don't think 1st gear is actually working. I think it's me revving it in drive. The car thought it was moving, and then it's dumping into 2nd gear, freaking everything out. And I'm starting off in 2nd gear and then going to 3rd. But I don't think 1st gear is ever actually working, at least not in just drive. It works fine in manual mode, but not drive for whatever reason. But yeah, I think that's what was happening. Just out here driving in the middle of absolute nowhere. You can literally see for like just miles and miles and miles in every direction. It's kind of cool. All right, so we are back 30 miles later, and honestly, really no difference at all. I got drive to work, but I'm pretty sure it was just 2nd gear, so didn't really fix anything. And again, I don't know, it was a $13 option to try and see what it would do, even though I used like part of the bottle. The rest of it's on the floor over there, so didn't make much progress with that. But at this point, I'm gonna leave it alone. The car is fine to drive. All the rest of the gears work. Reverse, 2, 3, 4, manual mode's fine. So I'm just gonna let it be. It just has to last one season. Now, a lot of people had mentioned to use VCDS, and I would use that, but currently Casey has my laptop in Louisiana, so I don't have my VCDS right now. So that's not an option at the current moment. There's no Volkswagen in Minot. The closest one is 2 hours away in Bismarck, which I don't think it's worth it. Like I said, the car has to last one season. It's drivable right now. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it be as it is. It is what it is. But I will say, even though 1st gear doesn't work in drive currently, still tons of parts in the car. Oil leaks been taken care of. We have great brakes front and rear. The car's nice and smooth to drive now. And we did the transmission flush and filter, which didn't really change anything, but still good to do regardless. So where the car is currently at, I'm happy with. So I gotta go through, fix some of these dents a little bit, paint the calipers, and obviously go through, fix the headlights and my one cracked tail light. But as a winter beater, I think she's fine. So again, if this is your first time on the channel, this is the first video you're watching, I apologize. This video has been all over the place, didn't really accomplish much of anything, but sometimes that's just how it goes. I contemplated just like cutting this video and not using it at all, but I don't know, things don't work out. I'm still confused how I took 32 ounces out and only tried to put 16 back in, and it just it was full. I don't understand what I'm missing there, but something happened. The car was level, everything was fine. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.